These scariest stories by culture are some of the creepiest you can encounter. Number 1. The Ghosts of Bengal, India. India is known for its rich folklore, and Bengal is especially infamous for its eerie ghost stories that have been passed down for generations. The region's tales are filled with various supernatural beings, such as the Shakchuni, spirits of married women who died unnatural deaths, the Nishya Dark, ghosts that lure people away by calling their names at night, and the Petni, spirits of women who died before marriage, are often seen near water bodies. One of the most chilling stories is that of Bhutbari, a haunted house where it's said a man committed suicide and his restless spirit still haunts the premises. Visitors to Bhutbari have reported hearing heavy footsteps and whispers, even though the house is empty. These spine-chilling tales continue to thrive in the region, making Bengal one of India's top spots for supernatural legends. Number 2. Yaramayahu, Australia. The Yaramayahu is a terrifying creature from Aboriginal folklore in Australia, described as a small red creature resembling a frog with an enormous mouth and no teeth. It preys on unsuspecting people resting under fig trees. Instead of hunting its prey, the Yaramayahu waits for people to fall asleep and then drains their blood using its fingers. It swallows its victims whole, and after a short rest, it regurgitates them out, leaving them smaller and weaker than before. The worst part? If this happens repeatedly, the victim eventually turns into a Yaramayahu themselves. This chilling tale serves as a cautionary legend, warning children and travelers to stay vigilant when resting under the shade of fig trees. The creature's eerie nature and the fear of being transformed into one of its kind make this Australian legend a truly unsettling story. Subscribe and like the video. Here's the final 3. Number 3. La Llorona, Mexico. One of Mexico's most famous legends, La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, is a chilling story of love, betrayal, and tragic loss. According to the legend, La Llorona was a beautiful woman named Maria who fell deeply in love with a wealthy man. After having 2 children together, her husband left her for another woman. In a fit of grief and madness, Maria drowned her children in a river. Realizing what she had done, she drowned herself as well. Now her spirit roams the rivers and lakes of Mexico, crying out for her lost children. People claim to see her apparition dressed in a white gown wandering by the water's edge. Hearing her sorrowful wails is considered an omen of misfortune or even death. The tale of La Llorona is passed down through generations, often as a way to keep children from wandering too close to dangerous waters. Number 4. The Legend of Hanako-san, Japan. Japan is home to countless ghost stories, and one of the scariest is the tale of Hanako-san. This urban legend is set in Japanese schools, where students and teachers believe the spirit of a young girl named Hanako haunts the 3rd stall of the 3rd floor girls' bathroom. Legend has it that Hanako-san was a student who was either murdered by an abusive parent, a teacher, or killed during World War II. To summon Hanako-san, one must knock on the door 3 times and ask, "Hanako-san, are you there?" If she responds, it is said that she will appear in the stall dressed in a red skirt with ghostly white hands. While some say she will simply stare, others claim that Hanako can drag the summoner into the toilet, never to be seen again. This haunting legend has become a staple of Japanese horror culture, making every trip to a school bathroom an unsettling experience. Number 5. Jiangxi, China. The Jiangxi, also known as the Chinese hopping vampire, is a frightening supernatural creature from Chinese folklore. Unlike typical vampires, the Jiangxi has stiff limbs and hops around with outstretched arms. Legend says it's created when a person's soul fails to leave their body after death, causing the corpse to become reanimated. The Jiangxi is driven by the need to feed on the life force, qi, of the living. It is said to be identifiable by its long greenish-white hair, sharp claws, and a rotting appearance. To stop a Jiangxi, one can use mirrors, chicken blood, or Taoist talismans. In Chinese villages, people avoid leaving their homes at night, fearing they might encounter this sinister creature. The Jiangxi's eerie hopping movements and the idea of a corpse leaping after you make it one of China's most terrifying folklore legends. Comment which story was the most scary and unleash your wanderlust by watching our latest video. Cheers!